Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. My cat was saying hello too. I still don't have a name for this cat. I feel like that's a travesty. I need to figure out a name for them. But welcome in. Good time zone. Hello, Jossie. Hello, Moon. Hello, Dragon. Hello, Clara. Hello, everybody else who might be lurking. And hello, Orc Boy. How you doing? Good morning to you. Welcome on in to the stream. Some updates for the Twitch stream. How am I today? Oh my goodness, Moon. I'm doing okay. But so as you know, I'm chronically ill. And on Saturday, one of my chronic illnesses decided to have a pretty painful episode that was real bad. And I was like, okay, that's fine though. It's Saturday. Like, I've done this before. It's annoying, but like, it's fine. And I was starting to feel better yesterday and Sunday. And then yesterday evening, the same chronic illness had another episode. A separate episode. 2 in 48 hours. Or wait, math. Slightly more than 48 hours, whatever it is. Either way, it was not fun. It has not been fun, but I'm doing okay now. I'm just a bit scattered. On the other hand, I'm always a bit scattered, so I don't know if you'll notice a difference. But you might. So yeah, so that's one of the things. I was hoping to get like a video recorded this morning for the Archaeologist Guide series, but yesterday, some people on YouTube were asking if I could upload the VODs for this series onto YouTube. And I was like, well, I wasn't originally planning to necessarily, but that's a good idea for people who may not have a Twitch account or may not be able to, access or something. And so what I thought what I would do, I know I'm spamming this bed way too early, but that's fine, because I'm just talking anyway. So what I thought I would do is upload the VODs from the stream, but like 2 weeks after they are streamed. Like, so basically this VOD will end up on my YouTube channel 2 weeks from today. Basically, B-dubs moment. Oh my goodness, yes. I identify with B-dubs' fear of nighttime so much. so much. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Welcome on in. So I was trying to get the VODs, like the very early ones, the first like 3 of this series onto YouTube. And for some reason, that the video editing software I used didn't want to cooperate, and then YouTube didn't want to cooperate, and so I tried uploading like 7 different times and it didn't work, and I tried exporting like 7 different times and it didn't work. I've fixed the problem now. But I still don't know what the problem was. I just ended up making a completely new video file for all 3 of them, and it was like, okay, we're just gonna redo this. So the good news is that now the video editing software is like, yeah, I'll play along. This looks great, and then also YouTube was like, yeah, it works now. Ta-da! And I was like, that would have been great if you could have done that last night sometime. But anyway, so it means that I'm a little. Today exists, and there have been good things that have happened today and yesterday. There have also been things that are less good that have happened, but it's all fine. It's all gonna work out. And yeah, no problem, Claire, on the VIP thing. There are a number of you who've been around since like the very first stream, and I was like, okay, you guys get VIP stuff, because we wouldn't be here without you guys. Okay, so I know a number of you, we went long in the last stream, so a number of you weren't able to catch the end of it, and some of you may not have been able to catch last stream at all. So, we didn't do huge amounts last stream. If you missed it, we built a road. I'm not even going the correct direction to the road. Well, I am, but like I'm going the long way. It's fine. But we built a road. You can see it over here. It goes all the way from here to spawn, which is like 600 blocks? Something like that? Maybe more? maybe more like, I don't know, what's the diagonal if it's a 5 by 5? You can do Pythagoras. I think we're at like minus 600 minus 600s. So if you want to do the math, you can. But we built a road, and it does successfully go all the way to spawn. And then I at least placed the cake last time, but I know a lot of you had to leave, and I was like, we've already gone long, so maybe we'll just wait to decorate my little cake shrine until today. So that's all I have planned for today. Well, it's not all that we could do today, but it's the main thing that I have planned for today, because I'm learning to not plan terribly much because I get distracted so much by lots of things. So I figured we could decorate cake shrine. And for those who aren't aware, the cake is for the success at becoming a Twitch affiliate, and I was thinking it's a little shrine that actually isn't gonna change. Or at least, if it changes, it'll only be through decay, if that makes sense. Whereas everything else, like the buildings, I've talked a bit about how I'm kind of tracking the materials through the buildings and like tracking kind of archaeologically how things change over time. Whereas with the shrine, things are probably going to change, but only in a decay sense, just to kind of demonstrate how that would work. And yeah, I liked the idea of this area having like 1 or 2 spaces that they don't actually just continually build over. I say they, me, that I don't just continually build over. Yeah, so that's the gist there. The other thing, for just before I start, I mean, I've already started, but before we get decorating, is I've added sound alerts to some of the channel point redemptions so that I actually hear them and I don't miss them, because I totally missed a hydrate from Mr. Gista. I missed a hydrate and I felt really bad because I didn't notice until after I finished the stream. So, we'll do that now. Everybody grab a drink of water and do that. Oh, there we go. And Moon's also got us with the hydrate. So take multiple drinks of water. But yeah, so there's some sound alerts, and I also added another alert, a third one. Oops, hang on, wrong button. That wasn't there before. Oh, I don't need this in. I don't know what buttons, where my hands were going. I also added another redemption thing that allows you to ask an archaeological question. Now, you can always ask an archaeological question in chat, but I might not know the answer. Whereas if you use the channel point redemption one, it guarantees you an answer. Like, if I don't know the answer, I will go and research it for you and come back to you with an answer. If it's something I think we can easily find on stream, then I will do it on stream. If not, I'll be like, I'll get back to you next stream. So there might be some delays with it, but I'm hoping that if anybody wants, you guys can, ask random questions and then like force me to research it for you. So within reason. I'm not gonna don't give me an essay question for like one of your finals and expect me to go and write your essay for you. But yeah, if there's like an archaeology question and you really want an answer and it maybe requires research, feel free to use that. I'm gonna try and come up with more. I just haven't had, between the multiple medical issues this weekend, I haven't had time to think about them yet. So yeah. So, cake decorating. I feel like, okay, we're not technically decorating a cake, we're decorating the shrine for the cake, but I'm thinking that it would be cool to have color in there somewhere. And not necessarily like our acacia and jungle wood that we've been using for houses and buildings and things, because if we want it to be like a shrine, like an important thing, then we're probably not going to use the most common materials we have, right? So when archaeologists are looking for things that are important to, well, if we're digging something and we find a building that has unusual materials, like something from far away or something that's difficult to get or something that's like really ornate, we tend to think that either the building that we're excavating is like belongs to somebody super wealthy or super important, or the building itself has some kind of like ritual, religious kind of meaning to people, or sacred meaning to people. I should put my armor on. I mean, I don't necessarily need my armor on. But, you know, just I know how distracted I am today, so it's probably best to keep my armor on and free up inventory space. So yeah, so I'm thinking stuff from further away. So one option is to use nether materials, although I'm kind of inclined to use those over by the nether portal, which we can also decorate today if we finish the cake shrine decoration. I keep saying cake decoration. And you can't decorate cakes in Minecraft. Well, you can put a candle on them, but but you can't do much else. So we could use the nether logs, or we could use like mangrove, which I was about to call mahogany, which is totally not correct. But we could do mangrove. Iron leggings. Did you forget to add? No. They're not iron. They're gold. So I've been digging in the nether quite a bit. And I don't want piglins coming after me, so I have a pair of mending golden leggings that I picked up way early on. I think like the first stream I found these, or it might be like, it might have been between the first and second stream, and so I've just been wearing them because I keep going back and forth to the nether, and I'm not doing anything super dangerous that needs the diamond ones. But no, the diamond ones I think are, yeah, I've got one here, and then I have an extra set of the leggings and the chest plate as well, so don't you worry. it's all good. Yeah, so we could do mangrove. We could do dark oak because it took forever to find dark oak, but I am kind of using dark oak. If you noticed, I'm using it kind of outside, which is not necessarily, you know, considering how long it took to find the dark oak, and we didn't actually find it. Lauzagod found it, which I'm very grateful for. It's not necessarily the most impressive use of dark oak wood, but I like dark oak as like a, I don't know, like an accent kind of wood, if that makes sense. So I think if we're doing logs, it would probably be mangrove. Probably. But alternatively, I'm just going to grab a few while I have it in my head. We could also do like bits of wool or I was thinking some terracotta, like some glazed terracotta might be nice in the cake area. Like some, I don't know, yellow or orange glazed terracotta. Probably more yellow, because the orange one reminds me of like clownfish. It makes me feel like it's a like tropical fish sort of area, which granted it is right next to water, so I don't know, maybe that does actually work. But yeah, we're going for another B-dubs moment because banners, yeah, that's true, actually. Banners would be nice. And I do have a loom. And I have access to most of the dyes, so banners would actually be quite good. Is there a dye that I don't have access to? I don't think there is, because I've got all of the too tall flowers, and I have so much bone meal. I'm swimming in bone meal, which I really need to open up the shop with all the drops from the skeleton spawner. Banners would be nice. Lime dye. Oh yeah, because I don't have green, really. I do have cactus somewhere. I had it growing and then I kind of stopped. So I have some that I can get lime from, basically. But yeah, it's not huge amounts. Cyan. Oh yeah, because of the green. Yeah, I don't have cyan. Yeah, that's very true. That's why you always have a gold helmet on. It's easier to just not think about it. Nothing whatsoever to do with vanilla tweaks and make it look like a crown. It can serve both purposes. We can, yeah, we'll pretend that the... Oh, thank you so much for the follow! Oh gosh. Noah is not okay. Well, Noah, I hope you're slightly more okay after following. and welcome on into the stream. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Okay, so banners. So, okay. I'm getting sidetracked. I do also like the glass stuff that we do, or that we have. I mean, we don't have huge amounts, but I have glass over here, so we can make a lot of glass. I like the idea of glass. Maybe like glass in the floor. Hello, Short Round! Welcome on in! Welcome! It is late for you, or late/early. But welcome, welcome. You're free to stay as long as you want, but I also completely understand. Oh, hey, the emote does work. Okay. I was like, I added a new emote, but it wasn't turning up for me. It's still not turning up for me. I don't know why it's not turning up for me. What? Well, I'm glad you guys get it. That's good. It might be that like I need to refresh the page that I'm on or something, but I'm not gonna do that in the middle of the stream. Welcome, welcome. It's like a warm hug. Yeah, isn't it? It's great. It's like a super cozy place to get as distracted as you need to be, basically. I like the idea of glass like in the floor of this because it's above the water, and I wonder if okay, hear me out. Let's get over this way. Oops, as I run into stairs. What if, because it's like this little area, I mean, is it totally cut off? No, but we could make it cut off. We could, hang on. Let's not swim under blocks that I can't then, oh no. This is, well, I never said I was particularly good at the controls. In fact, I think I've told you multiple times that I'm very clumsy in Minecraft, so it should be okay. Anyway, I'm thinking if we took this and turn it into like a little tropical fish coral reef kind of situation with glass over it, that would be really cool. We won't put the axolotl in there. The axolotl's gonna go over by the frog pond, but but I feel like we could do, there's a coral reef that is quite far away, but we could get some coral from it. I don't think we'd be able to do that on stream today, but I could get it in between and we could put it down on Thursday's stream. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like coral reef underneath a cake. I mean, like, why put a coral reef with a cake? It seems cool and fun, and sometimes people just do things because it's cool and fun. This is the thing that you have to remember in archaeology, is that a lot of the time when we sit there and we try to figure out what's going on, we have to remind ourselves that sometimes humans just do things because, just cuz, and you know, it looks nice, or they felt like it, or something, and there may have been some other reason, but there a certain amount of the time people just did it just cuz they could and they wanted to. Did I have that window open when I added it? I'll probably have to refresh. Yeah, I can't remember, but I'm thinking I might have, if that's why I can't see it. That would be there have been so many technical issues over the last 48 hours. Chances are I need to close something and reboot it or whatever. But that's fine, because I don't necessarily need to use it today, but I'm glad that you guys get to use it today. Just now getting your coffee, trying to decide what work thing to work on. Having a stream going while working on things is the best, just relaxing and enjoying some Minecraft content. Oh, wonderful! I feel like it's a great way to show off a cake. Yeah, with like tropical fish and a coral reef underneath it. How often have you eaten cake with a coral reef like directly underneath you / the cake? Not that we're really planning on eating the cake. I mean, I know I made the pun in the stream title, but we're if we eat the cake, then the cake disappears. So yeah, yeah. But I like that. I like the idea of a coral reef. Can mangrove help us with coral reef vibes? I feel like it probably can. Ooh, or I'm wondering if we use, okay, so thoughts. I'm wondering, instead of mangrove, which I do love, but I'm not sure that it goes with the coral reef vibe at the moment. Tropical fish deter cake thieves. There we go. So we like birds in this region. We also like cats, who also happen to, according to lore, because I want to keep the cats and the birds. the cats don't chase the birds. And we're also into fish, using fish as security guards. That's kind of great. I like the idea of using fish as security guards. The organization, yeah, well, it's it is and it isn't. So like there's no sign for this, and then like there's just all my netherrack, because I've been digging so many tunnels in the nether, and I haven't even picked up most of the netherrack in the nether. But yeah, if anybody needs netherrack for some reason, I wish you could make like netherrack slabs, just because that way spawn proofing bits of the nether would be so much easier. But yeah, so okay, I know I just got sidetracked like every way from Sunday, but what I'm thinking is we use some of our oxidized copper, right? And we use some of the warped stem to create the trap doors, because those look like they look like metal fences. Hang on. 2, 3. I mean, this isn't gonna get us many trapdoors. The downside of the trapdoors, but those look like to me they look like metal bars that have been like oxidized or painted or something, and I really like them as like a fence kind of thing, or like a decoration or something. And I feel like there's something we can do with the oxidized copper and the warped stem, and maybe some other material, maybe like andesite or something. The bright colors of the coral along with the fan coral can be the underwater fire. Oh, that's true! For fireworks of celebration for the event the cake is celebrating. That's amazing. Oh, that's great. We also should make like and I don't know that I can do this like on stream today because I'm not entirely sure. But I think it would be cool if we could get a dispenser and fill it with fireworks, so that every time you walk into the shrine a firework goes off. But also we would need it to not be like right in the shrine itself, because the shrine is so small that it would probably hit the player as well. So it's like, welcome to this shrine, take several hearts of damage. Which, granted, with like low-level fireworks rockets, it's not actually that difficult to you don't take much damage, but still, you can turn them into nether bricks, which makes them marginally more useful. That's true. It does. But don't you have to fire them to turn them into bricks, right? So then it's like using a bunch of coal just to make nether bricks. So unless it's useful if you're doing a nether brick build, but otherwise it's just a lot of netherrack. Enter the shrine if you dare. Yes. Okay. Is it? No. Okay. I was like, where was the sun? Okay, so I'm a fan of andesite. I like andesite a lot as a block. So I'm just gonna grab some, and I'm also gonna grab some deep slate. Oh good, I do have more cobbled deep slate. Okay. I have dug so much more deep slate since decorating the skeleton spawner. Okay, so let's see what we can do with these. Oh, I need a oh, and it's also almost nighttime. I am totally capable of doing things and not getting distracted. I did also, there was a wandering trader and he had little mini amethyst blocks, which I need to bring over to spawn and decorate my shop with, along with some of the crystals, because they're adorable. And then he had some little mini chests, and I don't have many emeralds right now just because I was using them for like equipment and such, but I was like, nah, I need some little mini chests because they're adorable. I mean, cake thieves. Oh, that's true. That's true. The fireworks are also a deterrent to cake thieves. You can use your smelting array anytime I have large amounts to smelt. Oh, thanks, Dragon. I probably won't do it for netherrack unless I really feel the need, but yeah. You think villagers on Bedrock still have troubles with blowing themselves up with firework celebrations after raids? Oh no! I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that was a thing on Bedrock. I have played Bedrock before, but very sparingly. Mostly because I had purchased Java Edition, and then I was like, well, I already own the game, I don't want to purchase another copy. So now that I own both copies, because if you have one, you now have access to the other, I probably should play Bedrock a bit more, but I haven't yet. Hello, Stout Stoat, how you doing? What's cakin'? Exactly. Could put the dispenser by the entrance over the water, though redstone and water might be a bit complicated. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But we could probably figure something out. Or, like, put the redstone underwater in, like, a glass tube or something, so the redstone is safe, but the fireworks are still underwater. Can you fire fireworks through water in Minecraft? Questions that we'll need answers to. You think it's fixed, but it was definitely an issue. Yeah, that would be. My goodness. The mini blocks make you so happy. You've also had so many wandering traders. I've only had one since I had so many in the like first week of this server, and then I haven't had like any. I've had one in the last several weeks. Okay, so we have the cake. It's on a chiseled stone block. Is that a dispenser that shoots out cake once it's eaten? Ah, man. No, we want fireworks dispensers through, I don't know. We want to, Stout, I don't know when you joined the stream, so just to recap, we're building a shrine of cake, which, as far as I can tell, you've gathered already. There's a shrine to cake, but we're gonna put tropical fish. We're gonna put like coral and a bunch of tropical fish down here, and we're gonna shut it off from the rest of the lake because I did this again. Hang on. This is where. Yeah, I jumped too far, but that's fine. Oh no! Wait a minute. So we're gonna put the tropical fish and coral, there we go, that's the word, down here, and have like a glass floor so that you're walking through a coral reef. But the lore with the fish is that they're like deterrents to cake thieves. They're our security guards. Basically, the tropical fish are going to be our security guards, which actually, we could get some puffer fish, you guys. We can add puffer fish in here. So that would be fun. We can poison people who try to come at our cake. But the other thing is, yeah, can you dispense cake? That I don't know. We can probably test that right now, actually. Do we want to, here, let's test, while we're debating or brainstorming ideas for this shrine. Oh, I already have the 3 buckets on me because I still had them from last time. Okay, so food, nope. Meat? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not what eggs are, but sure. And then if we grab some sugar. Is it 1 egg and 2 sugar or 1 sugar? I feel like it's 2 sugar. I know that I can look this up, but you know, it's, can I, what? Oh, is this just miscellaneous? It is 2 sugar and 1 egg. All right, and then wheat, and I know what I'm doing in this game. I know what I'm doing in this game, you guys. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, all right, let's go milk some cows. And then let's also grab, so a dispenser needs a bow, right? Or no. Is it a bow and redstone? Hang on. Wait a minute. Give me, not a dropper, a bow and redstone. Okay, so I don't need nether quartz. Hang on. I do need a bow, but I have so many bows, but they might all be, there might be one in my house. Otherwise, we might have to go get one. But I think we need to test this cake dispensing thing. Yeah, it's looking like I might need to go. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. That's fine. Let's milk a cow, and then I'll go down quickly and get some bows. Well, get a bow. Here, come here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh goodness, hang on. Does Minecraft differentiate between freshwater and saltwater? I believe it does. I mean, like, you have river biomes and then you have ocean biomes, and there are actually multiple different types of ocean biomes. So, yeah. And I think, but although, you can at least get pufferfish in the same, oh gosh, I need to remember that I am far more efficient at mining now with my tools. I know that you can, this'll work, right? It should. Oh, I don't have redstone. Is there redstone in here? No. Okay. Well, let's go grab a full bow just in case Minecraft decides to be ornery, because sometimes it does. So yeah, so you can get, because I know when I first fished in that pond, the second fish I caught was a pufferfish, which shouldn't, like, you don't find those in the rivers, but you can still catch them while fishing. Although you can't catch live ones, obviously. So if we want pufferfish as security guards, then I'm gonna have to find them in the coral reef, which is perfectly fine. I'm very much in favor of going to a coral reef to find pufferfish. This is not where the bows are. This is... I know where my stuff is, guys, I promise. Okay, hang on. Dispenser needs a bow. Story of your life. Every time you need to craft a dispenser, you realize they're all at your spawner. Right? Okay, I'm just gonna grab one that's like full, and then we'll go back up. The one downside to not having like a super fast travel system with my mines and my spawners and everything. Also, my tunnel, when it gets to like the geode, so you may not have noticed this, and now you're gonna notice it because I pointed it out, but my tunnel turns to the left, right? It's been turning to the left until this geode, and then it turns to the right. Have you noticed that? Have I just ruined your day? Hopefully not your entire day. That would be sad. But yeah, it does that. It annoys me, but there's no way to change it because unless I wanted to dig the top tunnel totally differently, and I really don't. So yeah. The mine is insane. Oh, the mine is great. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in the mine. It's a lot of fun. There are 3 different geodes. There are 2 skeleton spawners. And then the cave system is absurd. But I don't have any deep dark near me. I know Clara and... Oh gosh, hang on. I know that Clara and Dragon were doing stuff in the deep dark over the weekend. I was semi-lurking in the streams. And there's no deep dark near me, which that's not the drawer I want. Which I'm grateful for on the one hand, but I'm also not so great. I kind of want to go to the deep dark. OCD people in chat are sad. I know, right? I'm sorry, but like if I have to know it, then I saved you for a while. Oh, is it because? Gosh, Minecraft. Sometimes. Okay, can we do a dispenser now? Can you do it with the broken bow? Excellent. Cool. Okay. I need a button. Let's grab... Are there planks? Okay. Let's do a dark oak button. We don't... This isn't important enough to have to mark with reuse of objects yet. Okay, dispenser. Button. Nope. Button. And then... cake. Can you dispense a cake? You can, and it dispenses as an item. So, we can have cake in a dispenser with the fireworks. A separate dispenser to the fireworks, probably, just for sanity. And we could give people free cakes. We probably should also try a dropper. Hang on, I need more redstone. Droppers are significantly easier to craft. Oops. Oh. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. It's experimentation only. It's all good. All right. Do this, and then we do this. Please put them in the same dispenser. Dispenses as an item. Yeah. Hello, Zed. How you doing? Welcome on in. A dropper does the same thing as the dispenser. So that's good to know. So you can get, free cake and fireworks. And, maybe there'll be we could do it so. We could do one dispenser that's like a roulette. Like, where if we turn it into something that's like, I don't know, like Magic 8 Ball kind of situation, where it's a positive answer if you get a cake, yeah, and it's a negative answer if you get, like, I don't know, a firework in your face. Boats dispense as an entity. That's true. No, it was a good question. Because things will... Okay. things will definitely work differently in dispensers. It was definitely a valid question to explore before we figured out the cake shrine. Yeah, visit the cake shrine, and then if the gods are pleased with you, you might get a free cake. And if not, they might, you know, blow up in your face. Or you might get, you know, stuck by a not a jellyfish, a pufferfish. I'm doing okay, Zed. How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna take this out. If the gods are pleased with your offering, cake. If not, fireworks to the boat. Ah, that's true. Could do to boats. Okay. Distractions aside, as much as I love the distractions, and especially because I don't currently have super clear ideas on how to decorate this, we do need to decorate this today. And it's been like 40 minutes. And so far we've experimented with dispensing a cake, which is a valiant thing to do for 40 minutes. But I mean, we've done other things, but but in all honesty, probably the only thing of substance that I've done so far is to determine whether we can dispense a cake. Which I feel like, you know, that could be in reality, that could be an academic paper, and that would be solid. Like experimenting whether you can dispense a cake. I feel like if there were like conferences in this Minecraft world, I could turn that into a poster presentation. It would work. You're doing good, just about to do something again, have to clear your name again. Oh, okay. Well, I hope it goes well. And you're very much welcome in here. Let's see. I feel like the cake shrine needs to be a little bit more, like there needs to be a little more room, maybe? Like if we do this, just take this layer out. And okay, I'm thinking for like symmetry. Let's use Silk Touch just so that I can place this down again. This is gonna be a lot of me like brainstorming things while I dig. But you guys, I mean, in fairness, I kind of do that anyway. So if we do that, and then we do it on this side as well. So we have here, 1, 2, and then we do 1, 2, 2, 3. All right. Get stuff. Not sure why it wasn't floating to the top. That's a little odd. Ooh, this is off-center to the cake. Okay, so if we do it further back as well. So this is the middle. Right, okay. We can do that, and then we do that, and then we do this. Okay. We'll form walls back here. Because I do want symmetry in the cake shrine. We can't, you know, the asymmetry works sometimes. But let's be asymmetric. Let's you know what I mean. Let's what am I doing? Oh no. That was like a major brain fog moment where my brain just like stopped working. And I was like, I don't even know what sentence I'm forming right now. It's just like words. Yeah, my brain was just like, do not understand English anymore, or just language in general. I just don't know what you're saying. Cake needs a spotlight. Ooh. Okay. That's true. We need like we need something. You can't get directional light in Minecraft terribly well, but we could put a light above the cake. We could definitely do that. It's a thing to keep in mind. Okay, and then this, and if we go down here, and I do this. The other thing that we're gonna have to be careful about is not destroying the cake or damaging the cake while building this. Which, you know, in hindsight, it might have been better to maybe not put the cake down, but I didn't want to end last stream without doing that, because that was like the whole, it wasn't the whole point of last stream, but it was a big point of last stream. So I feel like there is math here that I am struggling with, and I'm not sure. Oh, because it's okay. If I put it behind it on the floor, it'll highlight it. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Like glowstone or something, like right here. It'd be nice if I could get a frog light, but I don't want to go through getting frog lights before this shrine is built, just because frog lights are complicated. So yeah, okay. And there's math here, but those I kind of want. Okay, so this... Either this is going to be a very small shrine, or I need to push that wall back by 1 and push this wall back by 1. And I feel like that's the move to go for, because we don't want too small a shrine with fireworks everywhere. Probably. I mean, I don't necessarily, but if I'm the person going in, we probably want to make sure that there's a degree. We're gonna, you know, this, my brain will do something with the math here. See, because then it's, I don't know that it's, I'm so unsure I'm not even able to articulate why I'm unsure as I stand on the cake, but it's okay. It's my cake. I was about to say like it's a sacred cake, and I was like, that doesn't okay me standing on it. But you know, it's one of those days, you guys. It's one of those days. I feel like, okay, let's do if I just do the andesite briefly for the main structure of it. Okay, so this is not exactly what we're doing. What I'm thinking is something along these lines. And then, oh right, okay, because that's a pillar, you can't see it. That makes sense. I should have realized that. Doesn't actually matter. So then we should push it back 1 to have these be visible. Okay, alright. I see. Sometimes I have to just like do a thing in Minecraft to see how it looks and then be like, oh no, yeah, that's obvious that that's not gonna work the way I want it to. Okay. Are ads supposed to play during the middle of the stream? They do. It's the main reason for that is the ads will play so that when people come into the stream or when you refresh the stream, you don't get another ad. But it does mean that there's an ad in the middle of stream. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do ads on Twitch. But yeah, I'll try to figure out if there's a nicer way to do it. Some people will do things where they have it just like, you know, at certain points in their stream, and I was trying to do that with this, but I don't know. It's kind of a little bit of experimentation on all sides there. I'm gonna push these walls back 1. And I think that works. I should say also, just for people who are getting ads who maybe, well, who probably don't want ads, because very few people want ads, if you subscribe, you don't end up with ads, and you don't need to. So in order to subscribe, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free using your Amazon Prime account, and then you don't have any ads on the stream at all. It's getting dark. I should go sleep. See, sometimes I have decent jumps in Minecraft, and then other times I just don't. Ads are one of the harder things to balance. Yeah, and Twitch has changed a certain amount of how ads work. Like, the ads themselves still work basically the same, but Twitch has kind of changed. They've changed stuff around the ads, or stuff that affects the ads, basically. So, so it's a lot of people are basically trying to figure out the best way to do things at the moment. So I am sorry for the ads, but it certainly in terms of how many ads you get, that's entirely Twitch. I don't have any control over that. And in terms of when you get ads, I've tried to place them as infrequently on stream as I can, but I can't not place them, if that makes sense. Or at least not easily. It becomes difficult. Okay, so I'm pushing these walls back, right? Hang on. Let's put this wall back. I'm realizing that my brain is not actually capable of really visualizing this without it sitting in front of me. So it's one of those days. We're gonna just do it this way. Okay, so I want this to be the next one. So it is pushing it back. Oh no, hang on. Let's use a shovel for the correct thing. Okay. Do actually, you know what? I'm gonna get this coal only because coal is harder to get in a lot of Minecraft these days. So when you find coal, I recommend just getting it. I'm just gonna get the ore, and I'll mine the ore later with my fortune pickaxe. But I definitely recommend getting coal when you find it. At least for me, I don't live anywhere that has like mountains or anything, so it's not the easiest of things to find coal in the savannah. Okay, you've seen some streams where the streamer gets an alert a minute before the ad goes live. Oh, that's interesting. So we can warn people ahead of time, make sure people don't miss much. That's good to know. I will look into that because that would be nice to make sure. Because I think last stream, I think Orc Boy asked a question and then had an ad immediately, and I think we've resolved that issue to a degree. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to know, at the very least, to know when the ads are happening, so that I don't end up saying anything super important or interesting during the ads. Coal is diamonds to you. Yeah, coal is difficult to find compared to earlier versions of Minecraft, I feel. I will remember to pay you in coal instead of diamonds. Oh, you've been using lava. So yeah, I do need to set up... I have the dripstone to set up a lava farm. I just haven't set it up yet. Because every time I think about it, I'm not streaming, and then I'm like, oh, that would be a nice thing to do on stream, at the very least to show people how to do it, and then I forget, and then I have other plans for streams. So we will get there eventually to the lava farm, but I haven't set it up yet. Okay, and then the final wall is going to be here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we can do like this. Let's get rid of this. Let's do that, that. This. Let's do that in the middle, just because it's easier. Okay, so we have copper. We'll worry about a floor in a bit. Now, I was thinking about like glazed terracotta. Somewhere in this build. But the glazed terracotta, I was thinking originally like yellow or orange or something, but since we're going with like a blue-green kind of color scheme, it might be better to do like the gray terracotta, because that's a really pretty color. Reach out to IndieCraft. All right, okay, so she knows how to set that up. That'd be great. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for letting me know, because that's super useful. I I'm not gonna leave the ceiling dirt. I want the ceiling to be interesting as well. And I'm also not gonna leave the walls. We're gonna do more with this. This is not terribly elaborate. Let's see. I was trying to think. I'm continuing to think. Okay, what about this? Hang on. Or does that make it... This is probably going to make it too rectangular. Grab this one. It's a little rectangular, but we could probably do... Here, let's put this here. Could probably do like a fence. Let's do a couple fences. Or if this works. Oh, right. If I'm gonna make 4, it would help to put enough sticks down. But that's fine. I feel like that works quite well, actually. I like that look. Here, let's do another set of fences, and then I need nope, I need 3. I need some more trapdoors. Had you not seen this stream and stumbled upon the cake shrine, you would think it might be a cult. I mean, in many ways, that's I mean, a little bit. There's not in a bad way. It's like this is entirely fictional, but there's a degree to which you know, spiritual practice. Okay. Before anybody gets annoyed with me, I am not going to sit here and say that religions are cults, because they're not. But when we talk about ritual practices or religious or spiritual beliefs, there's, you know, the less politically charged term or version of the term cult, that gets used a lot in archaeology, and not to mean, you know, the thing that it means in modern English, where it's like, you know, extremist group that does very questionable things kind of situation. But it is kind of like, you know, a small group, a group that follows certain religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs that isn't necessarily like a full-on religion yet, but could be in time, if that makes sense. Cult of Cake does have some nice alliteration. It does, doesn't it? I enjoy this. Also, I would totally belong to a cult of cake. Again, in the like archaeological, anthropological sense of the term, and not the highly problematic sense of the term. Oh, that's a problem. Here, let's just do this for a second so that I can actually get out. Actually, the other thing is that the wall, there's going to be a wall here, but there's also going to be a doorway here, so you can just make a doorway. I mean, it's fine. Okay. I like this. I feel like we need something else around the walls, because as much as I like andesite, it's not really doing it so much. I wonder if polished andesite might do better. And I don't mind making a bit of polished andesite to see. Okay, let's see if we can do this. And we'll do some more. In fact, let's just do a certain amount. Here we go. And then see what it looks like. Yeah. Do it this way. And then over here. Nope. No. Okay, I'm liking that a little better with the polished stuff. What if we do... Although it would be dark. Like, I like the deep slate, and I was thinking, what if we do the deep slate in the middle? But it is pretty dark. Is it already nighttime again? My goodness. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go make sure that creepers don't blow me up again. In fairness, because we're on easy mode, creepers have yet to actually kill me. But I was watching, because I was trying to get the videos for the VODs for YouTube of the first few streams, I was watching back the mining stream a bit, and the bit where like 3 different creepers explode within a span of like 10 seconds let's not repeat that in a place where I care about the builds. But yeah, so I like the deep slate. I like the idea that these panels are a little bit different and like a bit more ornate, but I don't know that deep slate, because it's so dark, I don't know that it's gonna work, but let's see if it could. I do like this version of deep slate. I have only made 4, so it's not gonna be much of an experiment. Ooh, I like the contrast there. I like the contrast, and I wonder... Okay, thought process. Hang on. I am gonna have to get a hold of some... Well, let me see. Let me see what I have. Let me see what I have. So, I'm thinking that we could do, like, some copper... Hang on. Let me empty some of my inventory. We don't need this much copper. Oxidized copper, I mean. I can put a bit of the andesite away. I don't need the mangrove roots. And then I probably should put our dropper and our dispenser away, at least for now, along with the other cake. We will figure that out, but let's at least decorate stuff first, and then we'll figure the rest out. Okay, and then we also don't need all of the dirt in inventory, and we also don't need random piece of netherrack in inventory either. Okay, we can also put the coal ore. I sometimes just keep ores here until I need them. I'm fine on coal for now, so I'll wait to mine it. But what I'm thinking is, okay, so let's see, 9 times 3 is 27. So if we have like 3 copper blocks, 3 gold blocks, and then we could do 3 iron, or we could do 3 redstone or 3 lapis. I don't want to do 3 diamond blocks because diamonds are harder to come by in 119, and I don't want to spend 27 diamonds on a decoration in this shrine. Like, cake is important, but cake isn't 27 diamonds worth of importance to me. Does that make sense? It's like the diamonds are kind of valuable. 3 netherite blocks. You wish. Yeah, no. These 2 ancient debris I actually found, Clara and Dragon, you're gonna be kind of annoyed. I found these in the Bastion. The one that you guys explored. I just opened up a random chest. I was like, there's probably nothing in here, and there was some ancient debris in there. So yeah, but I haven't actually... I dug tunnels in the nether for our nether hub, and I haven't found any ancient debris while digging the tunnels. I just found two ancient debris in a chest. Yeah. I think gold will... Oh, yeah, with the blues. I think the gold and then the copper, which I'll have to wax at some point, but that's pretty easy. You found 2 in those tunnels. Alright, then it's pretty fair. Let's maybe do redstone as well, and have like a redstone component to this. Because I like the idea of, Minecraft's own technologies. Oh, it's raining. Okay, that's fine. The way you can... Okay, so when it gets cloudy like this, it's raining. Thunderstorms, it gets, like, super dark in the sky. So even if you're in a place that doesn't actually rain, you can definitely tell when it's a thunderstorm still. So what I'm thinking is... Oh, right, and because this is not Savannah, we get rain, but only there. So if you want to visit Cake Shrine, you have to get rained on. Because you have to go into the water. You have the banner pattern, so you're happy. Okay, cool. If I'd found Pig Step, that I definitely would have let you guys know and been like, I don't know how you guys feel about music discs, but you would have been sad. But yeah, we'll find stuff eventually, Pig Step and such. Okay, so what am I doing? I need some more of these. In fact, I need more. Hang on. I need 12 of these. Let's put these away. And then there isn't gonna be... So, there's gonna be andesite there. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And then it's just this one. Nope, hang on. 2, 3. And then we'll figure out what to do for the entrance, because these corner blocks are important for the outside. They don't matter on the inside bits, but they do on the outside. And then I think what we could do is grab, let's see, we want like 8, right? Let's do this. And then this. And then this. The sad thing is that you can't... I wish with the deep slate recipes you could then turn them back into the other forms of deep slate, but I don't think you can. It just stops at what is arguably one of the prettier tiles of deep slate in my opinion. I really like these bricks. I think those are just really pretty. But yeah, I kind of wish that you could also still just cycle through. I get why you can't with certain blocks like quartz, but even then, I'm just like, come on, let me just have pretty things. Let me have pretty things, Minecraft. Okay, so then from the cake. I've just thought of something. What if instead of gold, we use iron? And then we have orange from the copper, and then we have white from the iron, and then we have red from the redstone. and then the different fancy blocks on the sides are also cake blocks. The origin lore of the Cake Shrine. Well, the reality-based origin lore of the Cake Shrine is it's a celebration of becoming Twitch affiliate. But in terms of in-game lore, I don't think we have in-game lore of why the cake is in the shrine at the moment, or why there is a cake shrine. But I like the idea of this weird color-based connection that I'm making. It is a little bit ridiculous, but I also kind of enjoy it. Those brick tiles are one of your favorites as well. Yeah, mine. I love them so much. Your game, you were having lightning strikes for like 5 minutes, but there was a blue sky? What? What? How does that work? How do you end up with lightning strikes? I had something yesterday on this server. I think it was just lag. But I went down into my skeleton spawner, like the XP farm version, and I, like, after standing there for like 2 minutes, I took damage randomly, and I was like, how? Where? What? And I thought there was an enemy, but no, there wasn't. It was just lag, I think. That's the only explanation I have for it, so I hope it was lag. But yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Okay. Yeah, weird, right? It only happened the once, so it wasn't concerning, but it felt like and this is why I think it was fall damage that was just like super delayed, that I must have jumped slightly too far or something. Because I took damage and got like almost knockback. It was like a skeleton had shot me with an arrow. It felt like a skeleton had hit me, and I was like, where is this, how? And then but there wasn't like, maybe thorns, those skeletons should have armor on. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is that like they keeps getting dark and I can't tell. But what am I saying? What am I saying? The there were no skeletons in the area, like the catch area at all. And I didn't swing when I took the damage. So there was nothing around me. So I have no idea what it was. I think it must have just been lag or something. This is a deeply silly thing that I'm doing, isn't it? having the cake colors in the cake shrine made out of val. Oh no! Hang on. Wait a minute. Nope. Nope. Hang on. Excuse me, sir. Where are you? Can you... Oh, he has a fishing rod. Okay. Excellent. Wonderful. Oh, I got a drowned head! Ha! Okay, well that's cool. Yeah. They're definitely drowned in this area. And, it's a bit of a problem. But that's fine. It's, you know, additional dangers of the shrine area. So we've got drowned, we're gonna have pufferfish, we're gonna have tropical fish. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Oh man. Okay, I do like this though. I like where this is going. I like that it's got this is deeply silly. The cake colors are deeply silly. But I'm a fan. And I think we should maybe do like calcite in the top, and then let's see. If we do calcite and then some cyan terracotta, like glazed terracotta. So we do have to glaze some terracotta. So hang on, my terracotta, there we go. And I do need cyan dye, which I'm sure I don't have at the moment. So where is my cactus? How much of this do I need? I just need 4. So really, I only need 1 of these. I can have my cake and eat it too. Yeah. It does make sense, and it's fun. And it's what I love is that it was like I didn't notice it until I started staring at the cake, and then it was like, how does the cake even factor into this? And I was like, oh no, wait, hang on a minute, wait a minute, we can do this. I'm just gonna do sticks rather than. So for those who might be new to Minecraft, 1 piece of coal can fire 8 items in a furnace. So, but it takes time to kind of put items in and take them out if they're different items. So if I was firing like 8 iron, like raw iron nuggets, well, not nuggets, but raw iron, I could put 8 of them in there and 1 piece of coal and it would be fine. But if I don't have 8 of something, it's kind of, it doesn't, unless you're swimming in coal, it's a little inefficient to be using 1 piece of coal for like 1 or 2 objects. Sticks, 2 sticks per object, and then I think like logs, it's like 1 per object-ish, or like 2 per 3 objects, kind of. But anyway, I don't, yeah, just as an FYI, that's what I do. Bone meal. I have so much bone meal. I have so much bone meal. This is before the bones in the skeleton spawner. It's just so much. So much bone meal. Okay, so this... Oh, that's not what I needed. I don't need lime dye. I have lime dye. I need cyan dye. I'm a functional human, I swear. I'm a functional human, I swear. I swear. Alright, let's do cyan, and then let's do this. And then we'll fire 4 of those, I think. I'll probably just fire all of them, because I'm sure I can find something else to use that in. Because it's pretty. And then we can use some of the copper. And I was gonna get calcite. Let me go get calcite while that's firing. Don't start looking at chat as you're going through a door. This is what I need to learn. You often have a few bamboo plants growing next to your furnace, so there's always fuel handy for smaller smelts. Yeah, bamboo works as well. I had bamboo for a while just growing out next to the house, but I stopped, and so I forget that it's there. I'm a functional human. What you keep telling yourself every day. It's what I tell myself every day. And the thing is that, like, guys, I have a PhD. Like, I'm a very functional human. So all these times where I can't string words together, in my head, I'm like, I do have a PhD, I swear. Like, I am an intelligent person. Just not right this instant. So, yeah, so if you ever, what am I doing? To hopefully make that slightly more relatable, if at any point you ever think you're maybe not smart enough for, like, academia or like any kind of degree or schooling or education or whatever, you probably are. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Like, go for it. Just why not? If you want to, like, don't feel like you have to, but like, don't let anybody tell you that you're not smart enough or something before you've even been able to try, because chances are you're smarter than you think. Certainly smarter than whoever's telling you that thinks you are. And, you know, I enjoy proving people wrong out of spite. so I'm all for proving people. Oh, I didn't want cyan. It's light gray. I forgot that cyan is the creeper head stuff. Okay, I do have thoughts for this. I think I can salvage it. I'm not a fan of the creeper heads. But I can, okay, I need, light gray I definitely don't have, though, just because that requires, like, oxeye daisies. There is a flower forest kind of near to me. I don't know that it's worth it right this instant. Let's get the calcite. Let's see what we can do first. And all the white flowers, yeah, except for Lily of the Valley, but because I'm in a savanna, there aren't necessarily white flowers. How many do I have? Nope. I have a thing for flowers, but no flowers in it. So that's fine. And I don't have black dye because I don't have either wither roses or squids. Squids don't spawn in my little pond, which is a little annoying because squids are like, they spawn everywhere and they they frequently end up beaching themselves wherever they are. So it'd be kind of nice. What am I thinking? I was thinking calcite. Geodes. Okay. Lots of calcite. We don't need that much calcite, but let's just take it. And let's see what we can do with the cyan and the copper and everything. Because we might not need the light gray terracotta. At least not as much as I'm thinking. Here. We do this. I kind of want to go one further up. But I don't know if that's gonna... Oh. Okay. Well, that answers that question. It's like, I don't know if that's gonna break into the cows. So I think it will, and so we will leave the cows where they are, because we don't want cows falling onto the cake. Cows on your cake, probably not a great idea. You made a texture pack to get rid of the creeper heads? Oh, I'd love to see what your version of cyan terracotta is. It's one of the... There's so many there's so many terracotta options that are really beautiful, and then there's some that it's like they're just kind of not, and I wish we could change them. And like the magenta one I will never use in a build probably, but I understand the benefit if you don't have a texture pack being able to like show where your hoppers are pointing or something. I can see how that is a beneficial thing, but it's such an expensive block just to do that. So I still don't know I'm not a fan of the magenta stuff, but the cyan is the one that I dislike the most, probably. Just because it's so not, it's just not very, I don't know, I don't like it. That's probably the nicest way for me to say it. So we could put it there, but then it's just creeper heads looking at you when you're trying to eat your cake, and I feel like that is not the vibe we're going for. I feel like creepers in your cake, cows on your cake is bad, creepers in your cake even worse. Although it would it would go with the roulette element. So now I'm questioning whether I approve of creeper faces. A surprise cake, exactly. You know, like you start eating the cake and all of a sudden it explodes. This is something. Okay, so we've talked a bit. I mean, really? Why are they directional? Why don't they just? Okay, well, oh no. I'm trying to redeem the cyan terracotta. We're gonna, one of these will get it facing right side up, right? No, it's all, because I'm doing it from the front, it's all sideways. Okay, hang on. Do I have to take out my entire wall just to put cyan terracotta in? Man. Let me just light this up for a hot second. And illogically directional at the, yeah, like just sideways when you're facing it. I just, okay. So, let's take that out. Let's not use expensive blocks to bridge places just because. That's not helpful. This is, I know how to do this. I can do this. I'm a functional human, I swear. Okay. Is this gonna give us... How is it dark already? How do 10 minutes pass that quickly? With me doing, like, nothing. I just... Okay, I'm a functional human. Okay, so what I was starting to say that I stopped in the middle of because, cyan terracotta, it's not even, the other thing is that, like, it's not even centered on the block. It's not even centered on the block. I didn't notice that until until I was sleeping just then, but the face isn't centered on the block. It's... Okay, I still think my idea for this will redeem it somehow, but it's rough. It's rough, y'all. Okay, but that did get it right side up. Okay. The downside is that means I need to be here to place that, and then I need to somehow get... Alright, hang on. Okay. I need to be here for this anyway. And then I'll get out this way. There we go. Is that gonna help over there? No. So let's do this. What was I talking about? I was talking about explosions. Surprise explosions. Okay, so there is a point to this, I promise. With surprise explosions. So as a glass specialist, Don't really need it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This. Glass ain't. Oh! Everybody stretch for a hot second because it has been like an hour and 25 minutes. And if you've been sitting in the same spot for this entire time, at least like stand up and walk around or something, or like stretch or whatever. For any of you who are relatively young, thank you so much for the follow, Inky Dinky Doo. That is an amazing username. I adore it. There are so many. You guys have so many good names. Like, I wake up to emails of people following me on either here or on YouTube. There was one. Okay, so last week, it was a big deal because somebody called Lots of Ducks subscribed to me on YouTube. And as a duck aficionado, I feel like I've made it, right? Lots of ducks, not just some ducks. Lots of ducks followed me on YouTube, or subscribed to me on YouTube. And then like somebody, they're just so many good names. Inky Dinky Doo is amazing. I mean like mine is ArchaeoPlays is a good name, but like you guys have such creative names, way more creative names than ArchaeoPlays is. I'm always impressed. Okay, I'm gonna do something with this in terms of blocking it up because I don't want things randomly spawning. But at the same time, yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's see how this looks at the very least. Okay, all right. I think it looks okay with the trapdoors, and I promise I'll get to the explosion tangent soon. The surprise explosion tangent. Let's not quite. There we go. There and there and there. There. I don't have to do that with andesite, but it works. I feel like I kind of like the trap door to a creeper face. I feel like that works. If only they knew I almost had a duck-themed Twitch setup. Yeah, I considered it, and then I was like, I don't know if that's really a brand with ArchaeoPlays. I don't know. Maybe people will think, but like, I love ducks. They're one of my favorite birds. Ducks and herons. We discussed this when we found this area. Ducks are great. They're amazing. And yeah, so so I woke up to lots of ducks following me on YouTube, and I was like, oh my goodness. Day made. And there have been multiple accounts with duck in the name. It's kind of great. Like, not as anything, like literally as ducks. Like their account has to do with ducks. It's kind of amazing. Yeah. Inky Dinky Doo is great. I love that username. That's phenomenal. Ooh, I haven't done this one. Let's do. I forgot there was a block there. I was like, I can do this. And then nope. All right. I was like, I should be able to make this jump. Nope. Okay. All right. We're gonna just let's calm down. Ooh, but if I have it here, it's gonna be on the outside, and I don't really want the creeper stuff on the outside. You wish that ducks wasn't on the for getting added to my. Wait, they're not gonna add ducks to Minecraft? Why would you not add ducks to Minecraft? Ducks are amazing. I mean, I guess because there's, like, especially recently, a lot of people have been, well, a certain number of players, at least, have been wanting mobs that are useful to players, I guess. And personally, I'm like, why should I worry terribly much about the usefulness of a mob? I like if they're cute. But other people like to be able to use mobs for things. So like polar bears, there was a lot of flack about polar bears not really having a point to them aside from being polar bears. But the other thing too, though, is that like polar bears, there's other reasons that their design exists in Minecraft, like conservation and all that. But yeah, people were like, oh, polar bears have nothing important to do in Minecraft, and therefore don't give us another. Like that was why they didn't add fireflies. It was one reason they didn't add fireflies was because originally fireflies were going to be food for frogs. And then a number of people pointed out that that's not necessarily accurate depending on the frog, and that certain frogs, at least fireflies, are actually poisonous to them. And fireflies, depending on where, like, there's a whole thing about endangered species and fireflies and frogs. And so that's why fireflies are not in the game, because they didn't have another use for fireflies that wasn't like catching a bunch of them and sticking them in a jar, which is a little bit also potentially inhumane if you're if you're trying to talk about conservation of species. So because they didn't have a use for it, they're like, well, players don't like it when we don't have a use for things, so we're just gonna kind of table the frogs, not the frogs, the fireflies. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't say never unless they've specifically said it'll never happen. Even then it might. That's very true, because we have gotten, especially things like mobs, but also just like other things, a lot of the stuff that have been kind of votes in Minecraft Live, they have had stuff that doesn't get voted in, they just end up bringing in a different update sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Like the Moo Blooms. Poor Moo Blooms. I like the Moo Blooms. I think they're cute. But oh well. The official reason that Mojang gives, ducks just aren't all they're quacked up to be. Aw. I mean, I disagree with the premise, but I think probably the actual reason is that there's probably a difficulty in implementing them into Minecraft that they found that they weren't necessarily thinking would be the case. That would be my guess. What am I doing? If I do that, I only get 3. But we could get the hyphae. But I also don't need that. I don't need to lose. Hang on. If we do this and this, and then not close enough. That. This in the way that I want. There, and then we kind of want it alternating, or at least at the moment. There, and then we do... Now, we could just leave it that. That's kind of cool. I was thinking I would strip them, but actually I quite like that. Is there something that's like equally dark, purpley blue that I could put in the middle that's really pretty? What about... Okay, I know the cyan terracotta is like semi not working. I mean, it works. It works with the trapdoors, I think. I think the trapdoors help. And I like the hidden creeper face. And I've seen, like, Gemini Tay has done some really nice stuff with the cyan terracotta, so long as it's like not obvious that it's a creeper face effectively. But yeah, I'm wondering about blue terracotta in the middle. I don't think purple. I think purple is too purpley for what we're trying to do. But I think we could do... What am I doing? I think we could do blue glazed terracotta. And I am eventually going to need the blue terracotta for the big bird that we build eventually. Not to be confused with Big Bird. It's just a large bird that we're building. I'm not going to build Big Bird in Minecraft. At least not in this series. I think one blue terracotta. I do wish that you could get... what am I saying? I wish that you could have terracotta styles that are single block terracotta, glazed terracotta patterns. I know you can do it with vanilla tweaks, but you end up giving up the 4 terracotta design, and I really like the 4 terracotta design, so let's see. I mean, that works. That works. And then I was thinking we could have... Ooh. Okay, I was thinking something, but now I'm thinking something else. I was originally thinking we could do like the soul lanterns kind of hanging from the ceiling. But also I think floating candles would be really cool. I don't have enough I don't have enough dye to, well, I also don't have enough candles without taking them from my spawner area, so I need to buy more candles from our candle vendor. Candles do go with cake, they do. So I have a bunch of light blue candles. Let's go get them and see what happens, because they're fun and I like them, and they do work down in the area that they're in, but I can get additional candles, and I like the candles with the cake. Okay, let's go back down to my my skeleton spawner area. I will eventually, what I want is like some kind of elevator, at least from the top down to here. I mean, jumping is the fastest way to go, but I kind of want like a redstone elevator, but that's in the shape of a bird, so that you're like riding a bird down to the bottom of the cave. I feel like that'd be cool. I haven't investigated whether I can do that yet, because redstone is interesting. But I feel like it would be cool. So we have these color candles, and I feel like that would still work. And I have them all here. But I might bring them up to our shrine. And then get more for just here. Because I also need more glazed, I also need more of the white glazed terracotta to go in all of the holes. I need more terracotta. That's one thing that I haven't really done yet, is get a whole bunch of terracotta. I'm gonna leave these ones on the outside because I like them and such. But I think we could do like a couple of 3s and like a 2. We can at least start with the floating candles. I was about to say floating cameras, and that is not remotely what we're doing. So yeah, my brain is... I have a PhD, I swear. Does exist somewhere. Okay. I mean, my PhD exists in my living room, so actually, it's not just somewhere. Like, I can go get it. But, candles definitely fitting for a cake. Yeah. I think these will work. I'm not gonna dye them cyan because that requires firing a lot of our cactus, and I don't necessarily feel like doing that just now. Well, I want to make sure that the design works before I use the cactus. If we decide that cyan is the way to go for these. But I feel like we could do... Okay, let's do... Where's dirt? Dirt is the easiest thing to do here. I think if we do this, and then like that, and then... That'd be too weird? Or... So, we can either have 2 that are kind of on this level, and then 1 down, and then 1 up in the back, or we could have like 1 up here, and 1 down there, and then 2 in the middle on the side. I feel like that's gonna potentially look better. So if we do like 1, and then 1, 2, 3. And then I don't have my flint and steel with me. It is in my nether box. Put it away. Don't dig up the cake. I've never been that nervous to not farm a cake before. Oh, right, there's a candle there. Hang on. I feel like that's gonna work really well. Hang on. Let's go light them up. I like that better than the soul lanterns. I think it's a good color. The soul lanterns would have been cool, but we can use them elsewhere. Where's my nether and flint and steel? Don't light the cake on fire. It's a really good thing we have fire tick turned off on this server as well. So like if anybody, especially any of you in chat who are on the server, if you get nervous about putting fire anywhere, don't worry too much about it. It can't ruin your base. Fire tick is off so that we can play with fire a little bit. Don't play with fire in real life. Just before anything gets taken out of context. Don't do it. Man. But yeah, okay. All right. That looks cool. I like that a lot. I think we should get some glass in the base. We won't get the tropical fish thing sorted today, but we can do that maybe on Thursday. I'll go. The coral reef is pretty far away, so I'll get that sorted. I'll get the materials before Thursday, and then we can do that on Thursday. Oh. So if we have the dispenser, where do we want the dispenser? It's not going to be immediately under the cake. So it could be on the floor pointing up. But then I'm trying to figure out where the button would go. I guess the button could go on top of the dispenser to maximize glass space. Right? Here, let's get some glass. And then the question becomes, do we want it to be regular glass or do we want it to be stained glass? Oh, I never told my explosion story. Okay, it's not an explosion that I've actually had, so don't worry. But so when it comes to glass, ancient glass, we've talked a little bit about glass and being different colors and things. In the prior to the 13th century, well, actually, prior to modern day, because the 13th century was the clear glass stuff, prior to, like, the 1900s, the mid to late 1900s, glass was made in the same way that it is in Minecraft by firing sand in a furnace. But ancient furnaces, or historical furnaces, weren't able to get hot enough to actually melt the sand by themselves. So when people were making glass, they had to add what's called a flux to the process so that glass could actually, well, so that the sand would actually melt, basically. And the problem there is that what the flux does is lower the melting point of the sand, of the silica in the sand especially. But the problem is, if you add the flux to the sand, it destabilizes the reaction. So there's a high chance of molten glass chunks exploding in your face, effectively, or molten, like, sand, hot sand exploding in your face. So what they had to do was then also add what's called a stabilizer to stabilize the reaction. But somebody somewhere had to figure out that A, you needed to add the flux to begin with, and B, that it would explode. Like, somebody sometime in history discovered that explosion firsthand, like the hard way. At least one person. So yeah, just if you ever think that glass isn't interesting somehow, I promise you that it is. I promise you that it is. I feel like, yeah, right, Moon? Yeah, it would explode. And it was a huge risk in glass making prior to modern furnaces. And a lot of people had to figure out. And the thing is that there are different fluxes that you can add, and also different stabilizers. So, yeah, someone had a very unfortunate user error. Absolutely. I did once. This was an odd interaction. Okay, so and this kind of goes to I had an odd interaction once with a professor, like a biology professor, because I was presenting at what we called the Festival of Science in my undergrad university, and I was talking about glass and glass beads, and this professor wondered if we could find DNA on the glass beads, and the answer is no, you can't find DNA on the glass beads, because in order for DNA to survive in a way that, like, in order for DNA on glass to survive to the present day, you can imagine that it would have to be, your DNA would have to be stuck in the glass, right? Rather than just on the outside of the glass. And in order for your DNA to be stuck inside the glass would have to be molten. And nobody is willingly touching glass while it's molten. And even if they did, the temperature of the glass would probably destroy whatever DNA was there. So yeah, just fun facts for everybody to know about glass and such. I'm thinking we could turn this glass. Ooh, but then okay, I was thinking we could turn it into light blue glass, but now I'm realizing if we do that, we won't be able to see the like pretty colors of the coral. It'll all be seen like through the blue stained glass, which I'm not sure I want to do just yet. I think it'd be prettier to do a glass floor that then lets us put all of the coral underneath. That's what I'm thinking. So, and I will, the coral stuff we'll do next time. We'll like dig out this whole area and like decorate it and things so that it's pretty. But I do want to get this in, and I want to get, at the very least, like some kind of, I want the dispenser to be there. Whether it works might need some more testing. But I like the idea. Oh, you know what we could do? Actually, we could have this here, and then we can do a pressure plate. If you're standing on the pressure plate, it'll only go once, right? It's just when, yeah, I know this. I'm like, wait a minute. I use pressure plates for doors all the time. We will need to shut this off to mobs, just so that we don't end up having stuff, get continually fired. But I like the idea that you walk in and you get a cake or fireworks to the face. Or both. I'm not sure which I would prefer. If I would prefer to have the, gosh, I keep hearing the horse sometimes, but because it'll sometimes be like half the noise, it sounds like a creeper or a skeleton or something, just like falling or something, and I'm like, oh no. and then I remember that no, it's just the horse as it like it does. Okay, so if we do our dispenser, is it a dispenser for the fireworks? I'm assuming it is, because the dispenser does like the firing sort of thing, right? And the dropper just drops it like an item. Yeah, okay. Is this gonna, we do this? Yeah. All right. So we have our floor, we have our cake mechanism. Okay, now I have never made fireworks in Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure I can, based on what I can't make many of them, but I can make some of them. What do I need? Fireworks. I'm pretty sure you need fire charges, right? And then you need gunpowder and paper. Is that it? Somebody should, if somebody started a gunpowder shop, that would, they would be making a bunch of diamonds. Alright, firework rocket. Yeah, okay. But then, because the firework rockets are just the ones that it, do you then combine them with a fire charge and that's the thing that happens? No. Wait. How do you make the fire, how do you make the ones that, I mean, like, that's fun, but how do you make the ones that kind of explode? What am I doing wrong? Fire. I can only do a firework rocket. You have to make them with a fire charge. Okay, so how? Oh, with a fire charge instead of a... Nope. How? Fire charges don't have recipes. Which is frustrating. Okay, so what's the recipe for the fireworks. Because it doesn't do it if it's just that and paper, and it doesn't do it if it's that paper and gunpowder. Combine gunpowder and dye. I need fireworks stars. Gunpowder and dye. Oh, look at you guys. Okay, excellent. All right. What color would we want? I feel like blue. I mean, I know this is using a lot of lapis, but there's a certain point where you don't really need lapis anymore. Okay, I don't need this much blue dye, though. I definitely don't. Let's not go overboard. But, okay, so if we do this and we do this... Okay, firework stars. So do you need fire charges at all? Or is it firework stars and firework charge slash... Okay. So if I grab 2 of those, right? And then I put those with the rocket? No. Do I put those with paper? No. What do I put those with? You can also add things like golden carrots to make shapes. Oh, I didn't know you could make shapes. Fire charge adds an effect. Right. But how do I get it on the... Do I have to do this? Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. I see. I understand. Fire star, gunpowder, paper. Okay. Cool. So now we have 6. All right. So if we come out here. Ready? Hey! Ta-da! Okay. Does that mean... Is it going to go through the blocks, though? Is this too... Like, if I come down here... Oops. I mean, thanks for the cake, but... Oh, no, it does. Okay, cool. Excellent. That's true. That makes sense, because if it's gonna do damage to something, it has to explode when it hits something. Okay, so we're gonna do a bit of roulette, and we should probably get more cakes. let's get a few more cakes, and I think I need like 1 more fire. What did I do? It was gunpowder plus blue dye. This is me remembering how to do this. Plus paper plus gunpowder. Does it? Oh, cool. All right. It's also shapeless crafting, which is nice. Okay, let's put some stuff away and craft 3 more cakes. Yes, a firework table would be amazing. We were talking about that the other day, weren't we? About firework tables and how that would be really, really cool and be able to do shapes and stuff. But if you can do a golden carrot for shapes, that's cool. What am I doing? I'm putting stuff away. And then I'm making cake. Let's put this away and put these away and the terracotta and the stone. I'm just putting everything away right now. Deep slate is over here. And then glass. We don't need glass and we don't need calcite. And then I think I've got space there for cakes. So I'm gonna put the gunpowder back. But yeah, if somebody has a gunpowder farm, I will happily be a customer there. Because that's fun. That's super duper fun. Oh, this is the wrong... There we go. The wrong configuration. What am I doing? Oh, I have a golden carrot. Wait a minute. Is that... I'm assuming you can't do that with this. No. That it has to be with... Would that be... Okay, let's bring back some gunpowder. And let's bring back some dye. Just to test what this does. So, if the gunpowder and the blue dye does this, and it has small ball in blue, if the golden carrot's there... Oh. That doesn't work. But if we make one of these, and then we maybe put the golden carrot next to it? No. Alright. That's fine. More fireworks! I can't believe that I haven't done fireworks before in Minecraft? Like, why? Why have I not done this before? This is fun. Okay, I need, hang on. I'm making cake. I need to make cake. Add a fire charge, yeah. There's, definitely check the wiki or video on fireworks if I have the time. There's so much to do. That's really cool. Oh, gold nuggets for, wait a minute. Gold nuggets for shapes? Or for a shape of some kind? Man. So if I do this and then a gold nugget. Ah, and now it's a star. Fire charge is large ball, gold nugget is a star, feather is a burst. Ah. Okay, alright. Well, let's see what the star shape is. And then this will probably be the last one I make until I get more gunpowder. But fireworks are fun. So I'm not opposed to... As someone who used my first diamonds to make a jukebox, I am... Oh, well, as much as I would love to see this at night, I don't want creepers exploding the shrine. So we are gonna sleep the night away. But let's go see what the star shape is. This is my star one, right? Yeah, okay. Ah! That's cool. Heads are creeper faces. Oh, okay. Alright. I see. I understand. I need to put the... I mean, like, in all honesty, I feel like fireworks, even if it does some damage to you, fireworks are still a pretty great, in here. Fireworks are a pretty great, pretty great option from that roulette table. Okay. Let's actually make some... cakes. I think I only need to make 3 based on the what am I saying? Based on the amount of space in the droppers or dispensers, just because you can't stack cakes. So there's only so many I can use anyway. So many I can have in there, I mean. Whereas fireworks, so actually, I'll try and keep the fireworks the same, because otherwise, like, you have a significantly higher chance of getting fireworks than cakes. If I can... Well, actually, I don't know if you do. Do you? Probably not. I'm not sure if that thought was articulated terribly well. What I'm thinking is... What I was thinking is that you probably need... Okay, alright. Where's my crafting? A crafting table. You probably end up with... because there would be more... What? Oh, sugar. Because there would be more rockets in the box, you would have a higher chance of getting rockets. But actually, because they're still split around the 9 different slots, and it chooses the slot randomly, then you have... I mean, you still are kind of missing, because if I have like 5 slots of rockets and 4 of cake, then technically you're slightly less likely to get the cake, but not by as much as you might think, right? That makes sense to me. I don't know if I said it terribly well, but it makes sense to me. There's a Minecraft channel on the Discord. There is a Minecraft channel on the Discord. At the moment, it's we use it for the people who are on the server, but we can open it up for people who want to chat about Minecraft in general. Mostly, I didn't want people who weren't on the server getting swamped with messages about like how the server works and where people are and things like that. But we can absolutely have, I think, a Minecraft interest channel at the very least needs to happen. Because there's a lot of stuff on the Discord that is Minecraft related. What am I doing? I'm making cake. I know how to do this. I can make cake. So yeah, I'll switch that over after the stream. If somebody could write in the Discord and tag me in that to just remind me, so that when I sign off the stream, I'll have the notification that's like, hey, somebody tagged you in this thing. Feel free to tag me in a message in the Discord, and I'll change the permissions for at least the Minecraft chat channel I think. Just because it would be nice for people who are Minecraft enthusiasts to still talk about Minecraft and show us what you guys are doing. Okay. Should have... Aw, no! I mean... it works! You can also post it in general. Cool! You can add a trail effect as well. Glowstone is a twinkle trail. Diamond adds... Oh no, glowstone does a twinkle. Diamond adds a trail, and you can add diamond and glowstone for twinkling and a trail. Oh my goodness, so many things in Minecraft. How... I feel like I have been... Ooh, here, let's put some of the star-shaped ones in too. Right? Because those were just gold nuggets for the star shape. Yeah. And I'll keep these ones because these are easier for other stuff, like elytra. But there we go. All right, we have a cake roulette. We don't have an entrance, but I think I might wait on that only because I don't know what I would do yet. So I feel like figuring out the entrance would take another like hour, and I don't know. Hello, Posy Live. How you doing? Welcome on in. We are going to be finishing the stream relatively soon, but we're also going to be back here on Thursday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. UK time. So that'll be, what is that, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern if you're in North America, or 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. European. And then other time zones, I'm not super sure. But yeah, we've been making a shrine to cake today. We've also made a bit of a roulette cycle, so when you enter the shrine, because there's going to be a wall here, I just haven't designed it yet. When you enter the shrine, you stand on the pressure plate, and you either get a free cake, or you get fireworks in your face. And I'm quite pleased with it. I feel like this is excellent. We're going to do a little bit more on it next time, because we're going to put some tropical fish and coral reef down below, because there's now lore that the fish protect against cake thieves. The combination, let's be clear, of the tropical fish, what will probably be at least one puffer fish, plus the like firework rockets are probably also a deterrent to cake thieves, possible cake thieves. But yeah, so this is what we've been designing. It's fun, and chatting a little bit about archaeology as we go, talking about unexpected explosions and how glass in the ancient world could unexpectedly explode in your face because of ancient furnaces. Didn't see I was in the dispenser. You thought I was trying to make a firework with the cakes. You also thought it looked like a great crafting recipe. I mean, if that existed, that would be the perfect thing for this roulette dispenser, right? Because if we had fireworks in the shape of a cake, but also just cake, I feel like that would be great. Because then you get cake either way. It's just a question of whether the cake hurts you at the same time. Oh man, okay, I like this shrine. I'm a fan. But yeah, since we're gonna be doing the underwater bit of it next time as well, I think we'll leave the front for when we do that for next time too. A cake-shaped firework. Yeah, exactly. Cake-shaped firework would be perfect for this. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna wrap it up there. Oh, hang on. Let me let you see my face. There we go. I'm gonna wrap it up there, but we will be back on Thursday with coral reef shenanigans in the cake shrine, and also designing the entrance. And then if we have time, we'll move on to the frog pond. Thank you so much for the follow, Posy Live. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the amount of this that you've seen. I'm sorry that we're ending so soon once you've joined, but we will be back on Thursday with a whole bunch of tropical fish and coral reefs and such, and then we might get to a frog pond situation. I do have tadpoles. I bought some from Clara. So yeah, so we can do frogs hopefully soon. But yeah, that'll be that. If you're interested, for people who are new in chat, we do have a Discord. So let me just get that out there. there's our Discord. You can join if you want, and we chat about archaeology, we chat about Minecraft, we chat about other stuff too. Yeah. So you're more than welcome. And then if you're curious about, I do have YouTube videos. Actually, guys, I do have YouTube videos. The first 3 VODs of this series, Archaeo SMP, I'm going to be putting out today. So like in the next couple of hours, I'm going to be releasing those videos. It kind of depends on how quickly YouTube like processes them, but it should be in the next couple of hours. So if you're wanting to catch up on this series, or if you're just wanting to explore some of my YouTube videos about archaeology and Minecraft, that's the YouTube link there. And yeah, also if you want to follow on social media, I know I'm putting all of the commands and all of the links. Don't feel any pressure to follow any of them or join any of them. It's entirely up to you. But if you would like to, there are all the places you can find me before Thursday, if you want to. Yeah, and thank you everybody for you've binge watched my whole channel already. I mean, that's high praise, Moon. I'm so glad that you enjoy it so much. I do have hopefully an episode of Archaeologist Guide coming out soon. I don't know exactly how soon, but I'm hoping to film it like tomorrow. So then soon. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining the stream. All right, see you on Thursday, everybody, or in social media and Discord before then. Bye!